What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time I am taking a look at our boy Phil's personal finances, mainly tips, and I wanted to do a quick deep dive on what our boy DSP has received in the last week in tips. And I wanted to bump that up against his claim that he's struggling to have enough funds to pay for his bills, his grocery bills, his condo fees, his internet bills, Jasper's treats, his one day out with his wife would actually be two because he got her birthday sushi on Tuesday, but that's beside the point. So, of course, our boy Phil has just been begging and begging for tips the last 6 days. I mean, going back to September 2nd, which was his first stream of the week. So what I did was I went out and I took a look at our boy Piece of Pieces tip tracker, which is an excellent tool. Big ups to Piece of Piece for holding down our boy DSP and holding him accountable. I'm going to link it in the description. You guys can check it out. It's a nice Excel spreadsheet. It tracks everything related to Phil's finances. If you want to know what he received on a given day, if you want to know who was the highest tipper, who tipped him, how much you got on super chats, all that nice lovely information, you can go to Piece of Piece tracker, and I'll link that in the description. All right, so let's look at it, boys. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at Phil's numbers for the week. So essentially he was off on September 1st and then started streaming on September 2nd. So I'm going to look at the 2nd all the way down to today. And if you take a look at his tips for the earlier stream, the early streams, right, which are right here, column R, right? And then you take a look at the night streams, which is column AD, right? And you add all that up, you get $1,124. Mind you, that doesn't include what he's supposed to be getting tonight, which is essentially his last stream. So to figure that one out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to average out what he's been receiving for the night stream. So if you take just what he's received for the night stream, it averages out to 64 bucks. So let's just say 64 bucks. That's what Phil's going to get tonight. All right. So if you add $1,124 plus 64, you end up getting a grand total of $1,188. So that's what Phil has just from tips alone. Now that's not including any of the money that I know recently he talked about doing Patreon videos, and for 50 bucks he'll create a custom video, and that is, you have to pay for that up front, and he'll make a video. So I don't know, I'm assuming he has that money, but I'm not going to include it in here because we don't know what it is. He did claim he had 4 videos at 50 bucks a pop. That's $200. So conceivably he might have 200 bucks available as well, but I'm not going to count it. And then as it relates to any money saved, it's Phil. You never know with him. And I don't know how much money from his YouTube payment from August 21st he has left. He probably doesn't have anything. He probably spent it on WWE Champions and gin. So let's just look at the $1,188 figure, okay? Now, for simplicity purposes, I'm going to round it up. I'm just going to make it $1,200. So let's just say he has $1,200. Let's say that cat chipped in another 12 bucks. So, that gives us a grand total of $1,200 that they have to spend. All right. If you were to believe Phil, his internet and condo dues are $800, right? So that knocks him down to 400 bucks, right? Grocery shopping. Let's be generous. We're gonna give him $200 to do grocery shopping. Now, mind you, that includes Jasper's treats as well, right? And I'm using that figure because he's quoted that figure recently, where he says, with inflation and everything, his grocery bills are about $200 a week. So I'm basing it off of 200 bucks, right? So that leaves Phil with $200. He has 200 bucks left. Now, mind you, this doesn't include the stream for Friday, which is next week. But of course, whatever money he earns on Friday and Saturday, conceivably he can apply that to his bills. But we're not going to include that because we don't know what those amounts are. So let's just stick with what we know. So we know that he received $1,200 in tips so far. That's with the assumption that he's going to get about 50 or 60 bucks tonight, right? So let's just say 1,200 bucks. If you deduct the condo and the internet bill, right, that's $800. That leaves him 400 bucks. Let's say he's going to spend another $200 on groceries, and that's Jasper's treats. That leaves him with 200 bucks. So let's just say that our boy Phil is going to take Kat out again for dinner. Their one meal a day or whatever. Let's just say he decides to take her to a semi-decent restaurant, right? He's going to blow... Oh man, I don't know. But he has 200 bucks. So let's just say he's going to blow 100 bucks. 50 bucks. I mean, knowing Phil, he's an idiot, so he would probably spend that kind of money on food. So let's just say 100 bucks. And that includes DoorDash for breakfast, probably DoorDash for lunch, and that includes the dinner at a restaurant. So let's just say he's spending 100 bucks on food, right? So that should leave him 100 bucks. So for tomorrow, he should have 100 bucks left over in his pocket, which of course we know he'll blow it on WWE Champions or gin or whatever the hell he wants to spend it on. But he still has 100 bucks left, right? And even if he doesn't, let's say he doesn't get anything tonight. Let's say he gets a big fat zero, right? And we deduct the 60 bucks, that still leaves him with $40. So he's still in the black. So no matter how you cut it, Phil, you're still in the black. So you have 1,200 bucks, right? And you're sitting here and you're crying poor mouth on your streams. And it was pitiful what you were saying on your earlier stream in your St. Rose, where you constantly kept telling your den heads that, you know, you've been having low tip streams lately. You don't know what you're going to do. You don't know if you're going to have enough money for your day off. You don't mind you. He doesn't remind anyone that he made $238 on... Was it Saturday? Let's see here. He made, yeah, his cowabunga. I'm assuming it was the pizza party. Yeah, he made $238 that day, right? He also made $160 on his St. Rose gameplay, right? Which was the 5th, and then he made $155 in tips alone on the 6th. So our boy Phil has been doing rather well lately, and even one night stream he made 110 bucks, which, you know, I guess that was the Bassmaster one. So yeah, so our boy Phil is crying poor mouth for no reason. He has plenty of money to pay his bills, right? To take Kat out to dinner, to DoorDash breakfast and lunch, to go grocery shopping and pet food shopping, right? And what else does he do? Does he have to go to the dump? Okay, then, you know, 40 bucks for the dump. He'll net out the zero. But my point is, he has the money for his day off. So him sitting and crying and bemoaning the fact that he doesn't have the money is a lie. Okay? Is a lie. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, that amount doesn't include what he has to take out for taxes. We all know Phil's not taking out any of that money. Any money that he got this week, he's not taking any piece of it and setting aside for taxes. We know he doesn't do that. He'll either he pays his taxes at the end of the year if he pays them anyhow. PayPal fees. Okay, PayPal fees. He's gonna have to spend, you know, if he's an idiot and he's spending $15 a day to get his money early, that's on him. That's on him. That's his problem. If he's smart, he'd let his money accrue, and then he would spend the one time shot of 15 bucks to take out his money all in one shot. But you know, our boy Phil probably doesn't do that. You know, he needs to have that money in his hand. But again, that's his problem. I'm not accounting for that. He needs to figure that out. You know, if he has to live hour by hour, because I know our boy Phil doesn't live day by day. He lives hour by hour. That's his problem. He has 1,200 bucks. He has enough money to pay all of his bills, and then some. So yeah. So anyway, big ups to Piece of Peace for keeping this spreadsheet and holding our boy DSP accountable. We all know that he has plenty of money. Even if he makes nothing on tonight's stream, he still has enough money to pay everything that he needs to pay on his day off and his bills, and still have a little bit of money, maybe to do some WWE pulls. Hope you guys liked the video. Peace out.